Okay. So you measure the size of the accomplishment by the obstacles you had to overcome to reach your goals. Over here, I'm welcoming Dr. Anand Nayyar, professor, researcher, and scientist, graduate school, Duitan University, Da Nang, Vietnam. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good
and
afternoon.
It's a real honor to be with you on this interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So Center of Excellence Computer Science and Engineering, or CECSE, is organizing All India Article Writing Competition, and CECSE is a platform that provides innovative products based on the integration of academics, life skills, and exposure to the computer science. Okay, so my first question is, being an advisory board member, why are these journals of ventures major for the computer science and engineering fraternity?
First of all, I would like to thank STM Journals that they are giving opportunity to the students of India for article writing. And I would like to tell you that, first of all, article writing makes the students to express their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And even writing the articles, it also encourages and enhances critical thinking, of course, and it also helps to organize them thoughts and improve their communication skills. So what I believe is that, ma'am, that if you talk of these type of competitions, these competitions are giving a very strong manner. You can say that this is bringing up the society together, and the students are connecting with the researchers across the world. They can express that what is happening, what innovations they can do, what real-time problems they can solve. Because if you talk of the articles today, if we talk of any problem, articles are the only source through which we can refer and we can solve the problems. So I think that these type of genres like article writing, research publications are the topmost priority for this type of venues today.
Exactly. So how much is the contest favorable for the computer science and engineering community?
Ma'am, first of all, as you see that the computer science and engineering community is a highly flexible, dynamic, and even a scalable field.
Absolutely.
If you talk of a technology, even if I ask you a question that are you using the same mobile phone that you were using 2 years back? You will say no. How can I use it? Can you use the same phone after 2 years? You will say absolutely not, because you can see every year technology is progressing, every year new softwares, new languages. At one time, C and C++ were number one, but now you can see that Python and the demand of the industry is actually changing. So you can say, ma'am, that in terms of computer science, everything is totally dynamic. We need to be abreast with the latest technologies, about the latest problems. So with the article writing is the only venue and it's the only option through which we can express our latest thoughts, our problems, and even we can connect to the researchers. Suppose if you have published an article on sensor communications, I'm also working into that area. We both can connect with each other. Maybe we can go for a positive outcome and a solution to a particular problem. So these type of things is actually very helpful, because we are living in a very competitive and a highly dynamic working environment where things change like this, like in a brisk of a second, like this.
Exactly. So how can students, academicians, and professionals take the edge of CECSE?
Of course, ma'am, because if you talk of today's environment, today's requirements of the industry, students can take the edge of article writing competition by producing that, okay, they are producing something, they are publishing their work. And of course, with academicians, we are actually given some important points. We are known for our publications. We are actually, if you talk of like, who am I as a scientist, you can just search my name on Google Scholar and Scopus, you'll find my articles that are being published. It is being referred. So you can say that it is not only an edge, it is basically the representation of an identity, that who exactly you are and how you belong into this computer science field. And of course, you can say apart from publications, students, if they have the guts, if they have the high innovation mind, and even academicians, they can take their things to the next level, like intellectual property, even acquiring grants, connecting with foreign academicians, labs. They can do tons of opportunities. So opportunities are like infinite.
Absolutely. See, if I talk about it, not only in the computer domain, but yes, in all the domains, opportunities are infinite. Yeah.
Of course, ma'am, because if you talk of all the domains today, like if not only computer science, if you talk of civil
Exactly.
engineering, if you talk of architecture, mechanical engineering, even if you talk of today's domains like mechatronics, new domains are coming up. Now we are living in a country, now we are living in the world which is open to various challenges. And if you talk that, okay, you are only into computer science, you can't work into that field, it's your myth. Nowadays, today, it's a time that we are solving the problem with collaboration. Like suppose, ma'am,
Exactly.
I would like to give an example that in my university, I am closely working with mechanical engineering people, with computer, with electronics people, electrical people, and we are designing robots. We are designing wireless communication standards. So which means that if you talk of that, your environment becomes confined, it is not there. You have to make your boundaries limitless. Only then you can produce effective outcomes like
Yeah,
that.
correct. See, it's up to a student, or we can say it's up on the, a person, that how,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. So, okay, what is the present day prerequisite for students and professionals to go forward in the computer science and engineering domain?
Ma'am, actually, this is a very broad question. But first of all, as I've already told you in my last answer, that it's a very scalable and a dynamic field.
Hmm.
Because if you talk of today's requirements, industry has different domains. If you talk of web engineering, if you talk of data science, then if you talk of cyber security, then even if you talk of like just a simple software development, requirements are
Hmm.
different. But if you talk of a generic requirement, the student, first of all, what we look for in his industry professional, we look that the student should go for a professional skill development, because we focus that if the person is only sitting in the class jotting down the assignments and other things, it is not ready. The first requirements of the student is to have a great communication skills. Then, of course, the foundations of programming, of course, foundations of open source technology, some development skills, and of course, the student must have some specialized skills. Like if you talk of mobile app development, if you talk of web development, requirements are different, but we need some basic foundations like communication skills, programming, algorithm solvent, algorithm design and development. Then if you talk of like Python today, if you talk of databases, open source operating systems, these type of prerequisites are very important for every budding professional today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, last but not the least, so how research and research-based publication in the computer science and engineering domain can be upgraded using, CECSC like platforms?
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I'm saying that how research and research-based publication in the computer science and engineering domain can be upgraded using CECSC like platforms.
Of course, ma'am, because if you talk of technology today, we need to upgrade ourselves.
Yeah.
Like if you talk of, and let me take an example to you. Suppose let us bring some web development together. There was a time when client just wants to have a website development, but now the clients want secure web development. We are coming towards big data. So if you talk of these type of requirements, the solutions and the complexities, they arise. Okay, so if you talk of publications, only if I'm referring the latest publications, I'm solving the latest problems, then only I'm delivering the solutions. Like if you talk of a field called IoT, imagine your home with just a simple TV and just a simple kitchen. That was outdated today. If you have a smart TV, you have a smart broadband, you have a Google and Siri at your home, you are actually interacting with these AI devices. So even artificial intelligence can play a crucial role for these things. So which means that suppose if you talk of another live examples today, digital twins in medical healthcare, if you talk of virtual reality, augmented reality, gamifications, these things are changing the scenario like anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Seriously, thanks a lot. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir.